Hiya knitters! Today I will be showing you how to use the Lifeline hole that comes on HiyaHiya Cables. You may have experience sewing lifelines into your work to save any mistakes, but these holes help you put them in as you knit before any potential mistakes happen. I'll be showing you how to create a lifeline in the round first, and to do this I'm using Nebula by Noodle Soup. It's a gorgeous sparkly sock yarn that I am in love with. It's super soft and extra starry. Noodle Soup is a local indie dyer based here in Norfolk, and this one is Zombie Snow Day, which you'll be seeing more of in our Christmas videos. To do this I'm using HiyaHiya steel 4mm interchangeable tips on a 22-inch cable. I find this so smooth for knitting in the round with light yarns. When you make a lifeline, it's a stretch of string or yarn that will thread through previous rows of your work, so that you can rip out all your stitches down past the mistake and reinsert your needles and start again. I'll be doing a video on this method soon, but for now I'll show you the preventative way. I start by popping my thread through the hole in my left cable, pulling a bit of tail through. I then continue knitting for a round, and as you knit, the thread ends up through the stitches that you are knitting. Just make sure you're not knitting into the thread, keeping it flat against your needle. So it should just be going through the loops of your stitches. Now it's a bit faint, but you should see a row of white stitches weaving in and out of my knitted piece. If I pull at the stitches that I've just knitted, the previous row is saved on the thread, like this little one here. Might have pulled that a little bit too hard. I can then just reinsert my needle, following the thread. Yep, there we go. And then I can continue knitting from that point. Now to use the lifeline hole on a flat piece of work. I'm going to use this, my forever a work in progress. It's a ribbed scarf, knitting using 7mm bamboo interchangeable tips on a 22-inch cable. So take a stretch of thread and loop it through the lifeline hole on your right needle. You can just tie it loosely if you're worried it's going to come out as you do this. Now pull your stitches over the hole and onto the needle tip. Then pull your thread from the lifeline hole. And then shimmy your stitches back onto the cable. Like so. And now this row is saved. I'm just going to knit a row so I can show you a fully saved row. If you have a particularly intricate pattern or a big project, you can put a lifeline in occasionally, so you have several points in which you can go back and save your work. If you're worried you're going to muck up a row, put one in the row before it and save them all along your work. It tends to be, if you're not paying attention, if you make a silly mistake, they are handy having them there because you don't have to worry about trying to hook it all back onto the needle after ripping all your stitches. It's already saved. So you can see the white thread running through. I'm just going to remove the tips. Rip my stitches. So safely on the thread here. Just gonna pull this yarn, rip my stitches out, maybe one too many, oops. And you can see that the row is saved. You can easily use this as a guide to put your needle back in. And then you are good to carry on knitting. These are just two ways in which you can use your Lifeline hole, and and hopefully it will help you save your projects from inevitable mistakes. How about you guys? Have you used them before? Would you like to? Is there anything I haven't covered on Lifelines in this video you'd like to know more about? Please leave a comment below and let me know. And as ever, there is a link below to our stockists and everything I used in this video. Please hit that subscribe button for weekly updates on all things HiyaHiya. And until next week, happy knitting!